Hey everyone, FrankieWuzHere, playing Dark Souls today. Now the main reason for me playing Dark Souls is, well, I want to play Dark Souls, and might as well make a little recording of it so I can help people who want to play or are having trouble with the game in certain areas. So they can watch and hopefully learn stuff. And hopefully, someone can tell me if I don't know something, and I'll learn it. So, starting off, I'm going to be making a Pyromancer, because I'll be making a character based around strength, endurance, and vitality. So it has the lowest amounts of intelligence, faith, resistance. I basically can get to the point I want to get to at the lowest level possible. Out of all the gifts, I almost always pick the Master Key. It is straight up just the best gift you can pick. There's so much stuff you can get early on that will make your character a lot better. Your appearance does not matter on your character, except for you. So, we're going to skip through the entrance, the beginning cutscene, just so we can get right into it. Here we go. So, some things about Dark Souls 1, if you don't already know. You have something called equipment load. Now, each piece of gear you have, let's say for instance my helm, which has 1.1 weight, counts against me in terms of the more armor I have on, the more weight, the slower that my stamina regenerates, along with the less distance I can cover when I roll. Which you might think, okay, so you move slower, that's all it does. No. You try to dodge an enemy's attack by rolling, you're going to end up getting chipped, or hit anyway, if you wear too much armor. So once you get to a certain point, if you wear too much armor, you'll get something called fat rolling. And at that point, you just don't even roll. Just don't even bother rolling. Just put on a very good shield and hope no magic casters come after you. Unless you're using Havel's shield. Anyway, start off, if you do end up making a Pyromancer, the beginning might be difficult for you if you're a new player, so I'd recommend starting out as a knight or a warrior. So, we're going to put on our hand axe, and I guess we'll put on the shield even though it is complete garbage. It hardly blocks any damage, has very low stability. It's trash tier. So, the main strength of becoming a Pyromancer at the start is you have access to the Pyromancer Flame right from the get-go. And it is incredibly powerful. So, we're going to activate this rock over here, and go talk to Oscar to get our Estus Flask. Now, you can kill him, but just out of respect for Oscar, I don't, because I love him. He's awesome. So, if it's your first time bowing around here, and you don't feel like you'll be able to kill the boss without dying, or you think you might have trouble, open up this door, and there you go, there's the bonfire over there. Make sure you sit down on it, so if you die, you'll resurrect at it. So, this enemy right here, he'll almost always do like a jumping, not jumping, but kind of like lunge himself at you. Just block or roll out of the way and hit him twice or backstab him once. Now, as a class with a ranged ability, you'll get your ranged ability right here. For me, that is the Pyromancer Flame, which is incredibly powerful. I'm going to show you. See how I do about 36 damage per attack with my axe. Let's see how much damage I do. I think it's like 150, right? Yeah, 155. I have not played this game in over a year. Anyway. So, once you kill all these... Oh, I forgot I still have my fire on. My bad. So, once you kill these enemies, you can go over here and fight against this knight. But if you're a newer player, he might kick your butt. So, just don't even bother with him. Starting off, once you go through here, you'll see this little note here. When falling, click RB. So, just attack when you're falling down on the ground. Please do it. Do not get devoured by this guy. By devoured, I just mean killed, but still. Let's see. There you go. 320 damage right at the start. Now, if we wouldn't have attacked him and we would have just sat there and stood stupidly, he would just knock us down and we could hit a lot of damage. So, the main way to defeat the Asylum Demon very easily is to stay to his side, like a majority of Dark Souls bosses. Just get behind him and start wailing. Oh, wow. That was embarrassing of me. I got hit by a Asylum Demon. and he's gonna lunge forward and hit. There we go. Now remember, we do have the Pyromancer Flame, which I have been not using, just because I like physical combat a little bit more. But you see how much damage that did to him. Being Pyromancer is it's a really good advantage to have at the very beginning. It's still very powerful later on. Now Pyromancy, it only gets increased by when you actually leveled up. You have to pay souls to level up, kind of like you level up your stats. There's a soul down here, so you can use it to get, you know, a little bit more of an advantage. Level up one more time, depending on your class. I think Pyromancer gets enough to level up 3 times out from the start. But you're going to go over here, and the friendly little crow is going to pick us up.
In the ancient legends, it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords.
I still get chills in the back of my spine there. Anyway, first thing you want to do when you get to Lordran, or Firelink Shrine as this place is known, is level up. Now, okay, so I was right, 3 points you can level up. Now, let's go over stats real quick before I'll finish off this video, then I'll go through a list of things you want to do at the very start on your character, if you start with the Master Key at least. So, you can look on the back key to check out what stuff does. Of course, Vitality increases your health. I believe there's a soft cap at 30, meaning once you get to 30, you get less health per point you put in, but I know for sure there's one at 40. So you max want to put this at 40, but Vitality is very, very important. Attunement, this will make it so that you can carry more spells and use more. So you see I have 2 attunement slots. I can fit 2 fireball spells in there, which will allow me to cast fireball 16 times. Now endurance, this is amazing. I believe Dark Souls 2 and stuff made endurance and some other stat a completely different stat, so they kind of nerfed it. But this will give you more stamina, equipment load, and resist to bleeding. Bleeding resist is kind of important in PvP, but not really in PvE. Up to certain points. But once you get to high enough in the game, armor will just completely negate it, or just a ring. Strength. This is, well, strength. Dexterity. Now, what it does not tell you here is dexterity, along with increasing your damage on dexterity-based weapons, katanas, daggers, etc., and bows, it also increased your casting speed by a slight amount. It's good for if you're making a Pyromancer character and you have high health, high attunement, and you're trying to decide what else to level up. You can level up some dexterity, get yourself a katana, and, you know, now you can have a katana for when you run out of spells, and now you can cast your spells a lot quicker. Resistance. Don't ever touch this. It is complete and total garbage. There's no reason to level resistance unless you have every other stat maxed out, basically. Intelligence. I believe this also, let's see, if we can go under intelligence. Yes. It will also increase your magic resistance. Does everything do that? Okay, then that's Dark Souls 2 I'm thinking about, I believe. So intelligence increases your damage with spells and allows you to cast better spells. Pretty straightforward. Faith. This is for miracles, as it says. There are a lot of very, very powerful miracles in the game. So if you do pick like a spell-based character, and you don't want to be kind of like, you feel like you're cheating, grow up in faith. Just don't get Dark Moonblade. Humanity. This is very, 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 very important. If you have humanity points, there's a difference between having humanity, like right now, we have 0 humanity. Now we have 1. However, we are not human, so we cannot be invaded. If we go to a bonfire, we can do something called reverse hollowing, where we can turn our character into a human. Now I will not be doing that because I don't want to be invaded during this playthrough, or I'll turn it offline if I do somehow end up turning human. And after you turn human, you can do something called kindle. Now, the Firelink Shrine bonfire is already kindled with 10 Estus, thanks to the beautiful young lady down here, the Firekeeper. We'll go say hello to her right now. And she doesn't talk to us. But, normally you only have 5 Estus when you go to a bonfire. So if you kindle them, you can make it so you carry 10. These are very important because they're your healing item. You run out, you're basically dead. So, the reason it's important to keep track of your humanity, some enemies have something called curse. If you get cursed, you'll have like a little bar appear, kind of like when you have poison. If you have seen your poison bar fill up, you can see your curse resist, poison resist, and bleed resist on the right side of the screen, along with your item discovery. The more humanity you have, the higher your curse resist and your item discovery. This is important because if you get cursed, which you have a small amount of curse resist without humanity, you get insta-killed. Your health gets halved, and I believe it stacks where if you die again to a curse, your health gets halved again. And the only way to get rid of this is to, I believe you have to talk to an NPC and give him, it's either humanity or some item. You have to talk to the female undead merchant and buy a purging stone, or get one some other way. There are different ways to get it. I believe you can get one from the Krolls back at the Undead Asylum. So if you go to areas like the sewers, please, God, please keep yourself high on humanity. You will get cursed, you will get insta-killed, you will feel so cheated. So, what I'm going to do on this character, I'm not even sure what weapon I'm going to be using, but let's just boost my strength by 2 and vitality by 1. If you're a newer player, I would recommend pumping everything into vitality, just because it gives you so much of a boost, so much of a increase in survivability. So, that's the end of video 1. So we've gone through the tutorial, and we've gone through basic stats. In the next video, I'm going to go through little areas you can go to at the start of the game to get quite a big head start and make the game a lot easier. They are pretty risky, but remember, if you end up dying, all you lose is, well, I used my humanity. I'm not very smart. All you lose when you die are your souls and your humanity on the ground. If you die again, you lose them forever. But remember, in Dark Souls, dying is a part of the game. If you die, you can rage, you can get upset, but remember, next time you come back, you can try harder, you can do better, and eventually you'll learn the fights. The first time I fought some bosses, I died like 20 times. Now I can do them without getting hit a single time. My skills are probably a little rusty, so maybe we won't see that on some bosses, but, I mean, cough, Asylum Demon, I got hit. That's pathetic for me. But, yeah, just remember, when you're playing Dark Souls, enjoy it. If you get upset at the game or people are invading you and they're constantly killing you and you're getting upset, just remember, it's just a game. You can turn yourself offline. If you're having too much trouble, look up guides, level up, grind, upgrade your gear. Most of the time bosses are extremely hard just because your gear is too weak for the boss you're trying to fight. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I hope you come and watch another one. First video I made, sorry, don't know really how to wrap these things up or begin them. Have a good one.